up? Welcome back to the shop.
How's your mama and them?
Today, you're gonna see something you may never see again.
Ever. This is a great day and great things are fixing to happen.
Matt was wrong.
Yeah. It ain't the first time. Might be the first time he admits it.
Let's go see.
Brother.
Well, here he is, guys.
How are you?
Good.
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Good.
So, I know it's early and it's first crack out of the bag, but everybody just wants to know, what were you wrong about?
Oh. God. This early, you're gonna be an asshole. I wanted a 12 valve really bad, and you guys were like, "Don't put a 12 valve in it." But I was like, "No, you don't understand.
12
I want a 1,000 horse 12 valve." Yeah, you were right.
He's big mad. Okay, guys, so the CUDA is in for round 2, and you can see that, well, the motor's missing because we are going to swap from the 12 valve that was in it to a late model 6.7. They make a ton of torque. They spool big turbos really easily. You have that larger displacement, so it makes it a lot easier to make some power, spool a turbo, and have your cake and eat it too. So Matt and Jackson have pulled the 12 valve out at his shop. We have been building a 6.7 to go in this thing. We've got a standalone harness.
I had to change the part. 6.0 power stroke.
Oh my God, the wrench tank is getting to his head, dude. Wrench tank runs good, but the CUDA is gonna be awesome, man. Ton of low end torque, very, very user friendly. So we still got a full built 48 RE transfer case from Hero T case. All that stuff's plenty stout. Dana 60 in the front that we've gone through. Got an AAM out of a 2014 410 Cummins dually. The frame is a fully boxed W350 frame from a first gen. And now the finishing touch is gonna be to do what we said to do the first time, which is to put a common rail engine in it. We have one in the shop, Wagler rods, the basic stuff that you need to be able to make above 700 to 800 horsepower. That's where the factory rods fail. We're gonna put a single turbo on this thing and make it just run like a champ for Matt. So it's gonna go from a smoke show truck to something that he can really cruise around and have some power. And when you lay the wood to it, it's gonna come alive and really move this car down the road. So we're gonna get it unloaded, get it in the shop, and get started. So news to me, this is brand new news. Matt's laughing because he's like, this is
to me, and it's bull.
Cummins, we have a chance, okay? All we need is a chance.
what is it, like 12 days?
It's like 11 days, but that's not the CUDA's one thing. We want to build something else that's cooler that is going to compete against Matt and what his barbecue pit is, and I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, so not only make the CUDA run, but also...
I got a custom barbecue pit.
Cannot finish the CUDA in 11 days.
Dude, so I'm going to need to get to work, basically.
Matt's got an event coming up called Sausage Fest?
Meat Fest, dude.
Meat Fest.
It's better than sausage.
This is pounds and pounds of meat.
Yeah, just, hanging out. 12 days until this event. We have a basically assembled engine. So, I guess it's possible.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. All right, so Steven's got us in a challenge that basically,
I didn't even bring you all the parts you needed, so good luck.
Yeah, so we're really looking good. Matt doesn't even have all the parts.
I wanted motor mounts, and I was like,
Nah, good luck. All right, guys, we're gonna get this thing pushed in and see if we can knock it out. Matt says no.
I wish you luck, though. I wish you the best. All the luck.
So the deal is, if we get it done, Matt's gonna tattoo Holden Brothers across his face.
Yeah.
Our game.
Yeah. As long as it's on your face, dude, I'm so down with that. Got a pretty incredible
Full plate.
Yeah, got a big full plate. So like we were talking about with Matt earlier, we've got 11 days, including today, so 10 and a half days to have this car back together. And we have an engine that is, for the most part, assembled, which is this guy here.
Lacking fuel and air, really.
So Matt brought us a bunch of the parts, but I don't see hardly any bolts. We gave him about $500 worth of tools back, but I don't see any of the bell housing to engine adapter bolts.
Yeah,
there's like
no
a few
motor mounts.
miscellaneous fasteners that are up here on the cowl.
It's okay. We'll just
that-
bill him for new bolts and mark him up like 100%.
And then there's some stuff. I got 12 fasteners.
He drove like 30. Look, here's more of this guy's tools. I wonder how many bolts fell off the car, judging by where he left them.
I don't know, probably a
Guess we
bunch.
could get a magnet and go walk the parking lot. That's gonna eat into our 10 days though if I have to walk from here to his house with a magnet.
He's gonna be picking tools up all the way back to his shop because there was stuff hanging out all over the place. All right. He didn't bring us some motor mounts off that 12 valve either, right?
No, he didn't. He didn't do his job.
Well, that's cool.
Thanks, Matt.
Pretty typical.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out. 4 days and it needs to run to Pluto. All
Yeah.
right, this is
No
going
big deal,
good.
Matt. Thanks for all your help. Matt did this on purpose. I just want y'all to know that.
He hurt us.
Yeah, Matt hurt me. So, you just think about that.
Yeah.
See if we can call somebody who will actually help. People like to.
Voicemail. The person you're trying to
Yeah.
reach is
Dude.
not available.
So we're dead in the water because Matt hurt us.
I gotta go to the counselor for a little while.
Yeah, so once we get back from that, we're gonna just have to start working on the motor because we're missing the motor mounts, all the fasteners from the transmission to the back of the engine, from the T-case to the back of the transmission, the serpentine belt, the tensioner, all the parts that it takes to assemble stuff are missing. We got a bunch of stuff to look at, but nothing to hold the pieces together. So looks like we're gonna have to put an injection pump on and maybe
Yeah, I need to-
injectors and.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a table set up that has, because in the parts room I have rails and lines, miscellaneous stuff, so I'll get that out here. I'm gonna cut that bracket off and that mount because we're not doing compound. So I got a little bit of stuff. Hopefully Matt or one of his guys can get us some parts because they're getting into our deadline and, well, I don't like yet.
All right, motor's in it. Sitting like a champ.
Yeah, it fits like it should have been there the first time.
Yeah, it's almost like it should have been there the entire time, Matt. But thankfully, we set up for a Cummins. That's another thing about a Cummins. You can go from a 12 valve to a common rail, literally take the same mounts off the block, swap them over, set it in the same spot. They're dimensionally like almost identical. A few little small differences, but the AC compressor bolted on, the motor mounts bolted on, the manifold's gonna bolt on. Bunch of bolt-ons.
Yeah, the manifold was built for this.
Oh, yeah.
The header, rather.
Yeah, it was a 24 valve header on a 12 valve, which is dumb, but it never leaked somehow.
Double the gaskets.
Yeah, double the dumb.
Yeah.
The header's really more for show than anything. Those things don't really make any power. Maybe if you're turning 6,000 RPM always, it would do something, but it's more for looks than anything.
Knowing Matt, he may, whether purposely or accidentally,
May go to
turn
the
that
moon.
RPM.
All right, well, we're going to, I guess, get ready to put the engine adapter on the backside.
Yeah, engine adapter, trans, that way we can get everything sitting right where it needs to. And then we're waiting on injectors and a pump. We need to finalize that deal and then rock and roll, man.
Pretty much downhill from there. We got an
Yeah.
ECM.
Oh, I got a couple sensors I need to go dig up or find. Crank and cam and, you know.
We're running a CM2100 using a standalone harness from Fabricating.
Yep.
And a full manual valve body 48RE, so that's pretty straightforward. Cool thing is that if Matt wanted to go to a automatic back where you don't have to manually shift the transmission, we can just swap the valve body out and put the anteater assembly on there also from Firepunk, and then tune it and give him a couple different shift modes. So that the evolution of this may eventually end up there, but for now we're going to stay manual valve body. Here's the harness.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Hold on, this thing is fully geeked out.
The other thing about this is the engine side, but you notice it's got this monster connector here, and then it's got these over here. So ECM hidden in the car, it's gonna look really clean underneath the hood.
We're going to a single charger, which simplifies the plumbing tremendously and cleans up under the hood. It's gonna look pretty sick. So the only issue I see us having is that the header that Matt has is a T3 foot, and the turbo we want to run is an S400. We may have to swap the manifold up and just go to a T4 if we can't modify what we have here to make it work. Probably a S468.
Yeah, the sound quality will be.
It's gonna make a really good noise. So we can gather up what stuff we have. We ended up finding a few pieces in the car after giving Matt a really hard time. He talked to Jackson over at the shop. Him and Jackson pulled the motor out. They found a bucket of bolts, but it still looks like we're missing about 30 fasteners. So we're gonna just go through our own bin and just keep going. But we found the critical stuff, which was the fasteners to the crankshaft, the stuff for the harmonic balancer, and the torque converter bolts from the flex plate to the converter. So we're gonna put the transmission together, slide the converter in it, put the rear engine adapter on this thing, slide the trans in, maybe the T-case, make sure all of our stuff still fits and all of our mounts are where they go. All right, let's rock.
Drive safe. My template, oh yeah, you can see the template I made here, and you saw how it fit on the car. Pretty good for a piece of cardboard. This is gonna, we call this the cowboy boot bracket. There, yep. I cut this out, then I bent it in the press. Now I need to cut that line right there, which I'm gonna show you how I do using the old zip cut. Here we go. Upper power steering pump mount because if you take this here, puke some more fluid on the car. Originally, this sat here.
And that's not gonna work.
Unless we cut the whole frame out, that's not gonna work. Right. So we're going up here. Oh, puke fluid. And this thing fits in like a little love bug. That's gonna bolt in right yonder. And then basically,
You now have a high mount power steering pump.
yeah, they don't make anything for this. I looked on Jegs and Summit. I couldn't find that.
You can see here there's not enough clearance from what Steven was saying. The gearbox is here. Modifying the frame is out of the question. So the casting on the front side of the timing case, all these holes plane out at the same spot. So the factory stuff was here.
Yeah, this is the factory bracket too, right here.
Okay, yeah.
It
So
was bolted right there.
this is like a cast piece that actually bolts down here to this, and that sets the depth of where the pulley is so that it ends up in line with all the other pulleys. So what we've done, when I say we, I mean Steven, we've taken this piece and slid it all the way up using this plane, this point, as a point of reference. He's mounting off of the bracket here and then come up, and he's basically made a strong back here to grab the back side of this also, so that this thing will bolt up tight and we don't have to modify the frame on this car in order to have a power steering pump, because not only does it have power steering, but it has Hydro Boost brakes. There's pieces on here that I recognize. This looks like a spacer off of like a common rail manifold bolt or something.
Close. That is a HX35 wastegate actuator.
Spacer. Very nice. Cool. Well, that's probably been the most time-consuming part of the whole process so far. It's actually going pretty smooth.
Yeah, you should show them the amount of clearance we have. It's like the hair of your teeth. I mean,
So Matt will have that broken, but that's okay. That's a good way to get him to get on board with the King Speed stuff that we want to put on here. King
Exactly.
Speed, guys, we know you love. We know you love. We want to put King Speed stuff on this motor, just like the 12 valve that we had in this car. So King Speed, holler at your boys. Let's get a game plan together and put some bling bling on this thing.
I'm down. He's down. We're down.
Also, those are mine.
Yeah, they are.
Why do you have my things on?
Well, I was working, and you weren't, and so I took yours because I can't find mine, which you probably also have.
Y'all know we've been working with Wiley X for a while. Steven's got the Wiley X Sabres on. Y'all heard us talk about them. Well, we've done enough. I guess we've sold enough Wiley X's. They reached out to us and said, hey, we're going to give y'all a 20% discount coupon for anybody who wants to go buy some Wiley X stuff. So if you go to wileyx.com, pick whatever you want, type in Holden20, Holden 20, you're going to get 20% off of your order. I'm pretty sure it works site-wide. Go check it out. Go give it a shot. Anything they have, you should be able to get 20% off using our coupon.
Yep. Are you trying to say I need to go buy a new pair?
Yes, I am actually. I would like to have my stuff back.
Okay.
I have your other ones as a backup pair for me, so you just need to get you a new pair so you have, one pair.
No problem. I have your wallet. I'll order me two, and I
Okay.
appreciate that. So
Yeah,
thanks.
no problem. That is the end of this video. We've ran out of time for this video. Y'all stay tuned. We got to get this car done in how many days now? We had 9? We had 10.
We have 10. I need it done by Friday. It's Thursday. So technically, if you count the weekend when you're supposed to be with your family and you're here working, you have 6 days. six and a half days.
Okay, we got 6 days to do injectors, injection pump, fuel supply, which means low pressure pump. We have to replace the one that was on it. It was for a P pump, not a CP3. Connector tubes, lines, rail, manifold, turbo, downpipe, oil feed and return, serpentine belt,
fan stand,
alternator, charging system,
radiator,
fan stand, radiator,
intercooler pipe, intake horn, intake plate,
bleed the power steering
coolant
system,
leaks and oil leaks I don't know about that are going to happen.
hook up the shifter on the trans and all the stuff, fluids, harness, PCM mount, key on power, etc. for the standalone harness, make it drive over to Matt's.
I've got an idea. Look at the camera.
How is this helping?
It's going to go. Just go with it.
Till next time. Laters.